right, in this video, we will go over the various actions associated with the stroke panel. Now, the stroke panel is located right below or right next to the Boolean panel. And if you're on a mobile phone, this control panel will be located at the bottom of the screen. But in the stroke panel at the top, you have stroke width, and this simply sets the width of the stroke. So I'm going to select this path I have here on the canvas, and we're going to set the stroke width to 20. And as you see, the stroke width has increased. And below the stroke width, we're going to skip over the pressure settings and we're going to jump down to stroke dash and stroke gap. This controls the dash and gap between the dashes of the stroke. So let's decrease the width down to 10. And then I'm going to give it a stroke dash. Let's make the dashes 4. And then the gap in between the dashes, I'm going to make that 20. So now we have our stroke dash and stroke gap, which work hand in hand. I'm going to set these back to 0. Let's set the stroke width to 20. And let's look down here below stroke dash and stroke gap. You have the cap and joint options. And starting with the cap options, which are along the top here, these control the end caps of the path. Right now they're set to round. I can tap here to square them off and make them square, or tap here to cut them down to where the path actually begins and ends, removing that padding off of the end of the stroke. And then you have the stroke joints, which are controlled using these settings down here. Right now, the stroke joint is set to round, which is why it's round right here at the joints. If I square them off, now you have sharp corners. And then if I bevel them off, it cuts the corners so that way the stroke joints are beveled. And then below all that, you have stroke to path, which will convert this path, the stroke of this path, to a path itself. So if I tap that, now the stroke is a path by itself. The stroke shape has become its own path. Now, I skipped over the pressure settings. We're going to get to that right now. I'm going to add a new path onto the canvas. Now, below stroke width, you have this stroke pressure, which allows you to control the various width pressures of the stroke. So let's increase the stroke width to 10, and then let's activate the stroke pressure. And now this little graph appears when it's activated. And here you can alter the various pressure points of the stroke. So this is for the middle. I'm changing the middle right now, the middle of the stroke. And you notice the end, the beginning, and the end are all the way down at the bottom of the graph. And that's why they are pointy at the ends of the path. If I increase them, now you'll notice the end caps grow and shrink as you increase them, giving you way more control over a stroke, ultimately allowing you to create your own brushes. And then you can add nodes in between these other nodes by tapping on the curve. And to delete a node, simply double tap on that node to delete it. And there you have it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next tutorials. Until next time.